Trade Summit is a key celebration being held from 5th to 8th March, the 8th being the Women's International Day, on the platform of GCPIT, the Global Council for Promotion of International Trade, and CIMSME, which is the Confederation of Indian Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, bringing together 100 leaders from global and national fraternity, namely breaking in glass ceiling through Global Women in Business Awards, Global Women Leadership Award, and Brand Africa Award. So today we have Dr. Rajani Kumar with us, nominated for Brand India Women in Business Award. So Rajani ji, just tell us about something about yourself and your venture, please.
Yes, ma'am. First, I'm much thankful for Santosh ji and you, ma'am, and all the council members for giving me this opportunity to be a part of this CIMSME awards. And basically, I'm an environmental consultant. I'm a PhD holder in environmental sciences, and I am in this field since 15 years. We are accredited consultants with the Ministry of Environment and Forest, and we help in getting environmental clearances and pollution related studies and environmental management plans, and also sustainable studies for the in recent scenario. We aim for the sustainable development goals, particularly related to the environmental services.
Sorry to know about your life partner.
Yes, ma'am.
Rajani ji, it's really sad. But how has been your journey from 2015 onwards, as you mentioned? How was the journey when you took it off from there?
Yeah, it was a very tough time, ma'am. During that time, my children are small, and as it is a sudden death, we could not cope up. Even children are me, but there is much more responsibility on me, on my employees. So I thought not of giving off. We know how hard we work for to get this platform. It is not easy to get this platform, ma'am, right now in this scenario. I thought of not giving up, and I continued. Within 20 days of his death, I was in office, ma'am.
Oh God. So what challenges did you face in bringing up this?
Particularly with the partners.
Okay.
And being the technical person, I'm core into the environmental studies. Okay. I am into technical aspects. I don't know about the financial management or the business ethics or whatever we call. I am not much into that outside meetings and all. So I have some communication problem with all the people, being it's all men dominated world. So I feel a little bit restricted or not going up as easy as before. And I totally dependent on my CAs and the old employees. But taking that as an advantage, I have suffered a lot. What's not to see the people I have came across in these 5 years.
But you've given a slogan, dare to dream and strive to achieve. That's yes. A very dynamic thought, you know. I mean, it's really, I really loved it when I was going through your profile. Dare to dream and strive to achieve. Yes. That's something coming out, you know, coming these thoughts from the women, that means a lot. And yes. It says a lot also, you know, that what all you've undergone. You know, when you talk about environmental plan assessment studies, as you have mentioned, what does that mean? I mean, how would you explain that?
Okay, ma'am. Regarding environmental clearances or the pollution studies or environmental management plans, means for any industry, before they start, before they are venturing, they have to give certain environmental management plans. What are the pollution aspects they are responsible for? And for what laws they come under? Environmental laws would be then Water Acts, Air Act, Municipal Solid Waste Act, like this. Environmental acts will be there, ma'am. They are liable for that acts.
Okay.
So they will have some guidelines. Ministry has framed certain guidelines, and they have to follow these laws, these guidelines. And for that they can't know, because everyone have their different subjects, they may not know all these things. As we are these qualified environmental consultants with the Ministry of Environment and under Quality Council of India, our accreditation is NABET, ma'am. NABET
NABET,
and
okay.
NABL.
NABL.
We are having a laboratory to test all these pollution levels of air, water, soil, and
Okay.
all these things. We are accredited consultants. So we help in knowing the status of their project before their establishment and after their establishment. We predict the impacts, and we will help in getting the environmental clearance. We defend upon the we defend. We defend instead of clients. We are the accredited consultants, so we will defend against them with the Ministry of Environment and Forests.
Yeah, I remember when I had started my industry, we needed to have the clearances, the water, and the environment, the pollution, the machines, and all the dust. So whatever they needed.
Yes, ma'am. We will give that,
So,
and knowing their pollution loads and all, we will give the plan on behalf of the client. We will represent.
how do you do the environmental due diligence? You said you do the What do you mean by due diligence and compliance? Or
Means what is the exact state, what they want, based on their feasibility.
okay.
We will give the reports, ma'am.
So what do you mean by compliance auditing? You mean to say that there are certain
After getting
compliances?
the environmental clearance, in the environmental clearance there will be certain conditions. They have to comply with the condition. Suppose if you are having an industry and if the government said you have to build that air control measurement systems, then you have to establish after the getting the consent from the state pollution control boards. You have to install that air control measurement systems, and we have to give the compliances each year. We have to submit these compliances to pollution control board, CPCB. So we will take the photographs, and we will do the audit, environmental audit, and we will submit on behalf of client to the CPCBs.
Because you've even mentioned the water and the waste audits. So
Yes.
do you have your team or you outsource it? Or you
No, we are having our own team, ma'am. I'm having a network of in-house experts who are accredited with QCI, Quality Council of India.
okay. So there are certain standards your company is following.
Yes, ma'am. And in certain specific cases also, we will have the network of people from all over India, and we will empanel for certain projects, and we will make it done.
So what do you mean by biodiversity impact assessment?
Biodiversity impact, especially ecology and biodiversity, plays a major role in indicating the pollution of the system.
Oh, okay.
If something is changed, if the pollution is there, some species, especially, see, if the radiation is more in that area, many sparrows or the bird population will become less. If the water pollution is more, then the aquatic animals, they will get affected. If the aquatic animals get affected, birds will not come. Whole ecosystem will get disturbed, ma'am. That is the thing.
So you have certain gadgets. You have certain gadgets to.
Mostly we depend upon the secondary data, or we will go to the site, and we can from the data obtained from the media or like that, we can say, ma'am, these are the things.
It's really it's so high tech and so tough. Talking about construction, operation, maintenance of STP, and
Yes.
we all ETP, and then we talk about CETP.
Yes.
Now, how are you managing it? Are you giving a consultancy, or you manage on the turnkey basis? I mean, how do you operate this?
Yeah, we operate means we give consultancy, ma'am, and if they want to construct, we will take that turnkey basis, and on turnkey basis.
You take
We'll
the
help in,
turnkey basis.
yeah, we are having that vertical also.
Okay. So do you plan your activities? How do you do it every day? How you take up your work? Do you plan it?
Every day I'll go to office, ma'am. And sometimes I must be, yeah, sometimes I must travel to distant places. Mostly I'm working in Andhra and Telangana, mostly. Uh,
Okay.
and the pan India basis are also, we are working, but we take less number of projects, but mostly in Andhra and Telangana, so that I have to travel sometime. In our field, I can't recruit normal marketing persons for my business, ma'am,
Technical.
because it's a technical. So I have to move, and my team have to move into the market.
So what do you mean by green building audit? I've heard about green building, but what do you mean by audit? What it is like?
Yeah, green building audit means, ma'am, that building has to comply with all the eco-friendly aspects like lighting, energy conservation, water
Conservation.
conservation gadgets, and
Okay.
all these things. And the paints, eco-friendly products like paints also, they're
Yes.
carcinogenic. So
Absolutely.
some paints now recently, some paints are eco-friendly. So they have to use those things. The illumination of light and wind movement, everything has to be. They have to be maintained,
So,
then the building will get that green rating system.
okay. So you are giving consultancy in that also.
Yes, ma'am, we are having that energy conservation also. It's a major role in getting this green certification.
Okay.
Energy and water,
You mean to
including
say,
solid waste management.
when there's natural light coming in the house, that saves energy. During the daytime, you don't have to switch on the lights and all.
Yeah, yes, where automation and solar energy, all these things come into the place. And the
But
greenery, how greenery you are maintaining in your house, that's also matters.
so you were dealing in around 32 to 33 activities, which I was seeing, all these water conservation, solar and all that.
Yes,
How do you manage? How do you cope up with all your work and family? How do you manage?
these things, I have a group of people, ma'am. If I am there, government will give me only accreditation in 5 sectors
Okay.
and 4 functional areas like air, ecology, biodiversity, water, and municipal solid waste. These things I can write the reports on these things and I can sign. Like that, for various functional sectors, functional areas, and sectors, we are having group of people, accredited people. So my business run on people.
So how do you keep yourself updated?
We'll have some courses offered by CSC is there, Center for Science and Environment,
Yes.
or QCI is there.
Yes.
They also do, and NPC is there, National Productivity Council,
Yes.
and some online like CII also will offer. FICCI, all these organizations will offer these trainings, ma'am. So we'll get updated.
So you have a very qualified people and a qualified team. Obviously, you're working a very high tech this thing. Do you face any kind of problem with these people?
Yes, ma'am. These people are very less in our country. We are having 163 accredited consultants all over India. This type of consultants. So the demand for resource persons are high. That is the main
So
uh,
whoever is
thing.
listening to you will see the opportunity, the
Yes,
business
yes,
opportunity.
ma'am. We have to suppose if the person in this field is having 8 years experience, means he's a he goes like hotcake.
Oh, okay.
That attrition rate is high, ma'am, and everyone after getting experience or around like 8 to 10 years, they will try to establish their own organization.
That's good. So, what do you think? How does the academic qualification, paves the way for your entrepreneurship? Do you think that training is required, or do you think whatever you've studied in school or whatever the academics you have done, that has given you an urge for this kind of
Yes, ma'am. For me, my education is helping to be in this field. But not only this is not only sufficient to run the business effectively. Especially for we must know the business management and financial management. Even I think that financial management is important for every woman, ma'am.
Yes.
Till my husband is there, I am a carefree woman. That I don't I when he is saying also, I say, no, you are looking about all these aspects of why I want. But later, after his death, I recognize the importance of financial management, how we have to segregate, how we have to save, how we have to invest. These things must be learned from the beginning of our school only, ma'am. For every, not only the girl, for every boy also. Uh,
Yes.
that is so important. Unfortunately, our education system is not providing this except the basics of math or science. But this the basics of the finance is also important for each and every child, ma'am. Then only they can sustain in their lives. Otherwise, all this comes because of the finance and the failure in the finance of the life in life only, ma'am. That is my observation.
Oh, that's really great. So how do you rate success, Rajni ji?
uh, Success there is no actually. I believe success success and failure, they take hand in hand, ma'am. If you take everything in a positive way, in every difficulty, it will be a success.
You feel you're successful today?
I do feel, ma'am. I do feel.
That's exactly.
I
How do
be
you manage your finances? How do you manage your finances? Have you
oh,
taken loan from the banks and all?
yes, ma'am. Basically, when my husband is no more, my partners, they kept me in the deep trouble. They hoarded my finances and everything. So bravely, I have taken finance from the bank, and I have taken all my partnerships back, and I'm running my organization.
Yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
So you have emerged more strongly, you mean to say you have emerged more stronger now. So
Yes.
did you have any problem with the bank you're banking?
No,
Done
yes,
the
ma'am.
sacrifice?
Banking, there is also problem because of not knowing how to maintain the CIBIL score and all these things. These are
Yes.
the basic things for every entrepreneur nowadays. If I am being a single whole no, without any partners, I'm sole responsible for my business and my personal life too.
True.
My CIBIL score will affect business and my personal finances both. If anything, if I'm not getting loans, means if I neglect my personal finances, over.
True.
So we
Who's
have
your
that knowledge is not with me, ma'am, before. Now I can say what is what, where we have to be careful. All these experiences made me like this. Now I can mentor any startups or any women who are near me. These will be the things you have to be careful. I can guide them, I can mentor them.
Oh, that's great. So time has taught you.
Yes,
Time
ma'am.
has taught you a very hard way. They say, success doesn't come easily.
Yes,
It comes really in a hard way. It's for everybody, but then it has been little harder, more harder for you.
yes, yes, ma'am.
Who's
We must not lose our track. Many hardships will come in our life, but we must not lose our track.
So whom do you give the credit? Who is your strongest strength in your family?
In my family, my children, ma'am, my children, they are my strength because they understand me and they support me in both in anything. If I'm down, they say, don't worry about anything, you be yourself, you are not answerable to anyone. The main thing is you must be happy always, then we can flourish. We don't want money or anything. you
Good.
just
Good.
you just be happy like that. They will support me like that, ma'am. I'm
I
more
was going
fortunate.
Yes, I was going through your profile, and the best part was I'm really happy. Not many women think about it. You have really, about the succession planning. Since you have already brought your children in for your support, they're supporting you, and you're already bringing them into the line. That's really wonderful. That's a thought for tomorrow, what you're paving the way for them.
Yes,
That's really good. That I really appreciate it.
thank you so much,
Now,
ma'am.
the last, Rajni ji, what do you think? What one advice you would like to give to, or you would like to share with the budding entrepreneurs?
Yeah, I want to say that every woman, particularly for every woman, they must be aware of their financial management. Both that can help both in their personal life and their business life. They must not hesitate in asking anyone.
Oh,
Without asking, we
true.
can't go ahead. They must not hesitate to ask help. That is the main thing, because I am the person that I hesitated to ask anyone.
Okay.
That is the hardship I have faced. No one must be like that, and no one must feel that others will think something about us. That doesn't matter.
So you should be always ready to learn.
Yes, ma'am.
Always be ready to learn. That's really good, and especially the thought which you shared. That slogan was really good. So
Yes.
thank you so much, Rajni ji, for being with us today, and it's really inspiring. God bless you, and we wish you all the best for your venture.
Thank you so much, Anju ma'am.
Thank you.
Need your best.